I'm a teacher at Maternity of the Blessed Virgin Mary in Chicago, and I am working through the Alliance through Catholic Education. The Alliance for Catholic Education is a program that places freshly out of college young adults into Catholic schools across the country, and they do this in order to bring enthusiastic individuals who have a passion for Catholic education into areas that might not have the resources or the funding available for teachers that are well-versed in new strategies to help the student grow in both academic areas and also spiritual and personal growth areas as well.
Well, it helps us out because it costs a little bit less to pay an ACE teacher. Obviously, they're doing it for service. They're not living in extravagant means whatsoever, and they're living in community. And so part of the service is obviously the service to the school communities where we have a financial benefit, where we don't have to pay as much for an ACE teacher. But obviously the quality of the teacher is just as good as any seasoned teacher.
We've seen, almost 2,000 Catholic schools close in the last 14 years, and it's almost all schools serving low-income urban areas. And so that's why we're trying to kind of do whatever we can to flood the zone and respond to diocesan needs so that we don't see another 2,000 schools close in the next 10 or 15 years.
So obviously the cost saved through being a partner in the ACE program helps us keep tuition affordable for our families, where obviously they make tremendous sacrifices to send their children to a Catholic school.
Well, I went to the University of Notre Dame as an undergrad, and I was always very interested in education and education policy. So I applied for this program because it just seemed like a great opportunity to work with children and to sort of figure out more about how the education system works, all while giving back.
I was just looking for a program that could really kind of integrate my own faith in education and living with other people who share the same faith, to grow together and to grow myself in my faith as well.
In large measure, what we are looking for is people with the talent, imagination, and zeal to put children on the path to college and heaven. The application process, it's quite extensive, but it really gives us an opportunity to engage in something that goes far beyond what you might say is selection. And it's much more about sort of two-way discernment, if that makes sense. Because really what we're looking for is a commitment that goes far beyond 2 years, a commitment to really reimagine Catholic education.
It's challenging. It's a lot of work because this program is also a master's program, so we're full-time teachers and full-time students. But it's been going really well. I've learned a lot, and I'm doing a lot of great things. Over the summers, we spend our time at the university taking our master's coursework. During that time, they kind of prep us so that we're ready to come into the classroom and sort of just get things going. Then during the year, we're sent to our sites, and people are placed all over the country in under-resourced Catholic schools. And when we get here, we teach full-time in our classroom, and we take a couple online courses throughout the year. But our primary goal and focus during the year is our students.
I didn't care so much where I was placed. I just more so knew I wanted to teach in an inner city school where they really needed skilled and passionate teachers. And I feel like, you're not going to join ACE if you're not passionate about teaching. And so I wanted to feel like I was giving back to a community that really needed strong and passionate teachers in the classrooms.
We like to say that ACE is a mutual commitment, and it goes beyond the 2 years that one serves in ACE Teaching Fellows or the 3 years in the Remick Leadership Program. We really want to continue to harness and celebrate the commitment that our alumni made to Catholic education when they were in our programs, and the many ways that that commitment continues today. Over 76% of our alumni of our programs are currently involved in education in some way. This was somewhat surprising, I think, to us in ACE. Not all of our ACE teachers come into the program expecting to be in education long term, but we are seeing that they find a great sense of vocation and a call to the ministry.
ACE is trying to get people in, to serve the church, and the best way we can serve the church is through Catholic schools, because, the part of the church is the Catholic schools, and so if you have strong Catholic schools, you then will have a strong church.